Tommy would have held it.
Okay.
I don't want to hold it. I'm not really going to look at any of you because I can only hold it together for so long. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just going to read. It'll be better. Thank you for coming. My Tommy, my tank, he loved the Lord with all his heart. From his first drum-shaped birthday cake, we knew that music was in his blood. He loved music. He loved to listen to music. He loved to make music. And right now, he's in heaven doing exactly what he was created to do. And that's worship Jesus. But while he was alive, his main desire and purpose was to press into Jesus so that he could be the man God wanted him to be, so that he could lead others into worshiping Jesus. I know he had a calling on his life to inspire others to love the Lord and to worship God with all their hearts. I really thought it was going to look a lot different than this. I thought I had a lot longer. But I want you to know that I trust God. I know a lot of you are asking why. A lot of my children are asking why. I am really tempted to ask why. Why it would happen to us, why it would happen to Tommy, why our family. But really, the answer is why not? Why not us? God sent his own son in an earthly body, and he suffered more than Tommy. Why not us? I lost my place. God never promised me a problem-free life. As a matter of fact, he specifically says I'm going to have many trials. But his grace is sufficient. And he is more than enough. I am is my favorite name of God. If you study the different names of God, it's about his character. He is more than enough. As I have lain in bed these last couple nights, I have been reminded by the Lord that the joy of the Lord is my strength. And in the presence of the Lord, there is fullness of joy. I'm going to be really honest, and I don't feel real joyful right now. But my feelings, they don't dictate my faith. And they don't make truth. My Aunt Carol told me a long time ago, check your feelings against your faith. That was a lesson Tommy and I had to learn. It's a lesson we discussed often. By looking at who God was and not who we thought he was, and who we felt like he was in the moment, but what was the truth, not what we felt. From the time Tommy was little, I would ask the kids, why did God make you? Why are you here? And he knew the answer was to give glory to God. He knew, and he lived it better than I ever could. He knew that we're not here to be happy. It's really fun to be happy, but we're not here to be happy. We're not here to be healthy. We're not here to get everything we want whenever we want it. We're here to give glory to God and to live like Tommy lived, to give glory to God. He did that. He did it when he played the piano. I'm going to miss it. He did it when he sang. He did it when he played games with his siblings. And he loved you so well. He was more patient than I could ever be. And he loved each of you with all of his heart. Molly, my girl, he just thought you were the best. He thought Nita Joy, he goes, Mom, did they like clone me? She's just like me. I said, pretty much. He was so proud to be your brother, Mikey. He thought you were way more talented than he could ever be. And Mikey and Ethan, you are strong and silent and has greatness in you. Charlie Martin, your brother thought you were the coolest ever. He loved you. And my Lily girl, you were the sunshine. You were crazy and you were fun and he loved you. And Henry, dear goodness, he loves Henry. Henry needs to be in the nursery so I can do this, though. I gotta find my place again. He did that. What?
You ad-libbed.
I know, I'm sorry. He did that with his mind and excelling at school. It just came natural to him. He did that with all his friends. You're all spread out. He loved you. And he did that with me when he was so patient with all of my failings. And every time I fell short as a mom, he was just right there to love me anyway and forgive me when I was horrid. And Tommy's life gave glory to God. If you remember nothing else about my Tommy, please know he loved Jesus with all of his heart. And I want you to know that nothing would bring him greater joy to know that you love Jesus too. I really don't know how to survive this, if I'm honest. But I know that I will, because I'm going to make Tommy proud. And he would have. And I want to bring as many people with me when I go see Jesus in heaven. I cannot imagine grieving this loss without the hope of knowing that I will see Jesus again. I mean, Tommy again and Jesus. Whatever. Thank you for loving my Tommy. I know you're all here because in one way or another you loved my Tommy. And thank you for loving us. Thank you for loving my kids after this is all over. We're going to have a time of worship here in a minute. Mike may want to say something, but I know we all come from different backgrounds and different walks and different churches and different ways that we worship Jesus. And some of you do it very privately. And some of you do it very, whatever the word would be, outgoing. When I go to Tommy's football games or track meets and he does something awesome, I cheer. And I raise my hands. And I celebrate. And I'm going to tell you right now, God's much better than any touchdown Tommy could have ever scored. So when we do this worship, if I can hold my hands in the air long enough, they're going to be in the air because I surrender to the God who loves me enough to let me be Tommy's mom for 16 years. And even though I don't understand why he's gone, I know that God knows what's best for me. And I'm going to be okay. We're going to be okay. On the way to the thing, I said, we're going to be okay. You know that, right? Like, you don't have a say in this. We're going to be okay. Like, so I hope that it doesn't make you uncomfortable while we worship. Worship the way you want to and the way you feel comfortable. If you want to stand up, if you want to raise your hands, if you want to sit down, if you want to cry, this is about Jesus. Because that's what Tommy wanted it to be about. And he was the best version of himself when he was worshiping the Lord. So we're going to do a couple songs. Kevin's going to come up. And I know there's no way to thank you enough. Everybody has loved us so well. They've taken care of us so well. Thank you.
I'll just echo some of the same things. Thank you so much for the support. We've been flooded with texts, emails, Facebook posts, everything. Never would have thought in a million years that the amount of people would be like it is right now. And that's amazing. It's a testimony of the love that a young man had for the Lord and the impact that he had on so many people's lives. And that's encouraging as a father to know that he had a son that had an impact like that. And that's pretty awesome. Each one of you, I can't name names because I don't remember anything anyway. Each one of you had such an impact. Jesus had circles of influence. He had 500 that would follow him at times. He would have however many in an upper room that would be with him. He had 12 disciples. He had 4 that were very close and 1 that was extremely close. Tommy had that as well. He had his family. He had his friends. He had his church. He had a close circle of 4 or 5 that he always did stuff with. And he had his home. And he had Mikey. It was real difficult to get pictures of anybody else but Tommy and Mikey. He loved you so much. You were a huge part of his life. As Mikey started getting bigger, we always told him when they were little, when Tommy would pick on him, that one day we can see the build. Yeah. It's not going to happen much longer, so get your licks in soon. And Tommy just recently is called the older one, and Mikey's called the strong one. It's going to take a lot more than muscles to go through this, but you will. You will. Thank you so much for all of your prayers, all of your support. Thank you for the friends, family, my workplace, relatives' workplaces are coming here that we have no idea who they are, but thank you for your support. Thank you for loving us. Pastor Kevin.